Hey there, this is Jackie Ma Apex Training. Thank you so much for making time on this Thanksgiving Day to join us on this little impromptu workout here. It's actually more of a setup. I have a couple of athletes that are actually engaged in a strength training program, and so it doesn't make sense to say, hey, by the way, can you buy this $300 barbell and maybe some bumper plates, and while you're at it, can you throw in a $200 squat rack? That's not going to fly. But what is reasonable for them to purchase would be like a set of TheraBand. This is actually from the company Core that makes it. So you will need to have a set of the long ones here. I don't have the short ones handy on me, but they're basically, like I said, they're about half as long, but they're looped on itself. I'll make sure that I include that in the link as well. I know about a month ago I was working on supporting local businesses more so than in the past. I actually told myself that I wasn't going to support like big corporations, but anyways, to make a long story short, these things may be purchased on Amazon. So with further ado, I'm going to take the next few minutes to show you how to properly set up your rig. Okay, so when you get your kit, there should be like several things. You typically have a set of 5 stretch bands. I recommend you get the ones that have it labeled as the poundage. So this one, it'll say 50 pounds. This one will say 10 pounds. So I recommend you get the bands that already have the resistive tension marked on there, so you're not fussing through the bands and such. Okay, so that would be my first recommendation. So make sure your kit comes with 2 ankle straps. That should be basic. So this defines the stuff. It goes around your ankle. They actually made them wider because I'm going to demonstrate how you can actually put your shoe in there and use it for a stirrup. I'm more into going anti-gravity. So I'm a purist. I like things that where you squat, use body weight, but sometimes that can't be helped. If you don't have a barbell and you don't have weights, what do you do? And so you can modify it so you can actually attach it to the door with your door attachment, and you can work on resistive like single leg presses. Now I'll show you how to do that. I know there's some other exercises that you can do. You can anchor, or you can work on hip extension, hip abduction where you bring your foot away, and those are fine for hip strengthening exercises. There's some limitations in which it's not like really weight bearing and pushing, so we operate more in upright, so unless you're like an avid swimmer or a competing swimmer, that doesn't have much carryover in upright activities. So I believe in firmly functional training. So I placed my behind the door stop thing somewhere. I might just have to, excuse me just a moment. Hope everyone's day is going okay. I'm just going to have to, that's another thing too, if you guys do home video, make sure you have everything you need before you start it up. All right, so anyways, in your TheraBand kit, I'm back over here. In your TheraBand kit, you should have something that might look like a partial roll of athletic tape with a strap on it. I don't know where it is, but I'm just going to use this TRX anchor instead. Okay, so when you hook up your bands, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the over the door hookup. All right, so you get your band. I'll use a red one since it's contrasting with my outfit. You want to thread it through first. You want to thread the band through first before you hook it on the door. So you're not over the door doing like this, right? Because your neck's not going to like you very much. So thread your TheraBand through the door anchor, all right, like so. All right. And then in your kit, you should also have 2 of these handles. So when you buy your kit, just make sure it has 2 ankle straps, a pair of grips, and you want to make sure you get the ones that are detachable. That means that you can hook on a carabiner on each end of the TheraBand. You don't want to get one where it's not, adjustable to different, carabiner. You don't want something that's set. You want to be able to take it apart and put it together. It makes it very versatile. Okay. So what I'm going to turn the camera over towards the door here. All right. So with this part right here, this goes on the other side of the door, obviously. All right, so, oh my gosh, look like a Chinese gnome here. All right, so anyways, here we go. So let me see if I can angle this up so you guys can see how it's going to work. I mean, for those that have done it before, it's like, oh, of course that makes sense. But you know, for someone that's really new at this and you're trying to make the best of their half-an-hour session, you really don't want to spend half of that time show them how to hook it up. So if you get a video ahead of time, then they can review it. Kind of, you know, basically homework. So there, you got that set up over the door. Take your handle, put it in. All right. This is pretty cool. This works out pretty well. All right. So here you can work on triceps. I believe in working bigger muscles first. So if you're gonna do this, have them work on bigger muscles first. You know, like working on pull downs. You know, really kind of bringing those latissimus dorsi, the back muscle. Right. All right. Chest, benching. All right. I had surgery on this shoulder a couple months ago, so I can only do, you know, active range of motion. So, all right. You want to do this? You can switch it over and do this side and push it out, all right? So, you know, there's no reason people do single arm dumbbell things all the time. Why not do single TheraBand exercises, okay? And then from there, you know, you can work into more muscle groups, like the triceps. From here, you can work on your triceps now. You can bring it down, all right? Okay, so with that said, we're going to move into the lower door hookup. Lower door hookup is essential. I'll put it there so you can see the base of the door there, because it allows you to work on biceps and legs, all right? Gotta work the legs. We're born with bigger legs than arms, and if you see someone that's a personal trainer with the arms bigger than the legs, I would highly kind of keep options open for alternative trainers, okay? So there's a reason, well, the way we are proportionate, where our legs should be bigger than our arms, okay? I use the analogy, it's like a tree. If you have a big tree, but if you're not rooted down very well, you don't have a good trunk, those big branches are not going to help the tree. So you need to make sure you have your foundation laid. That makes you make sure you have your form down, your footwork, your breathing pattern, you know, pattern. Sounds like it has 2 syllables, but maybe 3, I don't know, 2 syllables. Okay, so anyways, take this and hook it at the base of the door. All right. Okay. Don't put them on the bottom of the door, because that thing can kind of slip through the bottom of the door. You'll find yourself missing your 2 front teeth, and then you'll be singing the song all along for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. So let's not do that, all right? So from here, you can work on biceps. You'll need a lighter band than this. Okay, this is kind of big, too resistant for biceps. What's really good about the setup, what's on my brain, if you need more resistance, no problem. You don't have to Mickey Mouse or taking the whole thing apart. Just add another band to it. Feed it through the loop. Excuse me for that back shot view there, but oh well. All right. Easy peasy. You want to cut down your time on transitioning, because the longer time it takes for you to transition, the more you lose that HIIT benefit, that cardiovascular benefit, okay? So from this point, you can actually work on, you know, doing biceps. So again, there we go. All right, this is a terrible angle, so I can move the camera. But from here, you can work on doing biceps, okay? That might slide on you, because you can see it moving up and down. So you might have to angle your resistance to make sure it's not putting any pressure on the inside of your elbow, okay? And so getting to the nitty-gritty part of this, what I want to show you is how you can do single leg presses, all right? So I'm actually going to turn the camera around so you can see better what the setup is, and I don't want someone opening the door on me and having me end up needing a dental appointment. All right, so anyways, so we're going back over here, and we're going to turn the camera over this way. I'm going to drop it down. All right, so I got that blue curtain down there for contrast. And you want to wear gym shoes. You want to get something that has a rubber sole. Okay, yoga shoes work good. Something that's not super wide, so that way it's easier for you to put your stirrup in. And the reason why you want to wear some shoes, it gives you traction. It would really not be ideal if you're doing a set of these and all of a sudden, you know, the stirrup slips from your foot and then bangs against the door. Now you got, you know, you're gonna wake up everyone in your family, and you know, you want this to be a safe and pleasurable and beneficial session, okay? All right, so with that said, I'm gonna hook up, just for teaching purposes, I will use this black band, okay? So we're gonna pretend that that's my door set up here, all right? So let me fix my makeshift teal flooring there. So I got a loop through the stirrup, but again it mimics the door anchor. Then I'm going to take this. This is one of my ankle straps. We'll strap this in. So bear with me. Theoretically this should work. I didn't try it on before videotaping this, but you know, I'm going to give it a test pull here. Okay. All right. Don't want to end up being one of those 6-second vines that go viral because of human miscalculation. All right. So from here, say, well, how are you going to work on doing resistive type things for your legs? Well, easy. Set in place. Yeah, get it around your leg. Okay, so your door is up here now, right? So you want to anchor yourself. All right, you can use your hands up here against the door and push. All right, and then just kind of come on down. All right. See that? So my hand is on an imaginary door. If you want more resistance, you got to push yourself away from the door, okay? So don't get like this is kind of light for me, so you want to add more bands. Let me get the red band here so you can see the contrast a little bit better here. Excuse me as I'm working on 3 limbs here. This would be kind of good for me to do this video like when my arm is totally mended, but I'm being very cognizant of what I can and can't do. You know, and just because if any one of you may be disabled or for whatever reason, don't let that stop you. You know, I've been to the gym walking in on crutches. I've been in the gym using an e-scooter. I've been into the gym in an arm sling, you know, not recently, but in years past. So don't let any disability stop you or define you what you can and can't do. You know, you can work around your limitations. You know, work with what you have, and, you know, be grateful for what you have and do the best you can with what you don't and what you're working on to get, because really it's all about the process, you know. I was having a little pity party when I was complaining to one of my coworkers, oh yeah, my arms, this and that, I can't get back to gym in 6 months. And she's like, well, you got 3 other good limbs. I'm like, yeah. I have 2 friends that don't even have an arm. I don't hear them complaining. Okay, so anyways, yeah, when you do this video, make sure you're not wearing shorts either for obvious reasons. Okay, so get yourself hooked up, imaginary door. All right, brace yourself, and then single leg. Okay, so the trick is not to overpower the band. The trick is to go with the band. Easy out, easy in. Easy out, keeping the knee straight. Easy in, okay? All right, so that works on hip extensors and your knee extensors. Okay, I can even feel that burn a little bit in my medial hamstring. So yeah, that feels pretty good actually. Then when you do the other side, all you got to do is flip yourself around and put on your other foot. I can't do that because it's my surgical shoulder. Okay, the other things you do while you're in this position, heck, why not? I mean, I YouTube this one. I feel like I'm breakdancing here. All right, got my mic on back here. Don't want to sit on that. Okay, so even here, well, that's not going to work out, so we're going to cut the video right there. Okay, thanks. Hope you enjoy the video. Watch it, and let me know if you like and subscribe to our channel. I might do this video. I'm pretty certain I have to do this video again. Okay, bye. Jackie Ma, Apex Training.